To be fair, if you take a look at, who are scoring and creating the most goals for Bayern Munich last season, you can kind of understand why they're maybe beginning to panic. If you take a look at which players have got averaged the most penalty goals and assists in the Bundesliga last year for Bayern, Michael Olise, okay, great player, he's going to be absolutely fine. Harry Kane second after Olise, now 31. We'll see how well he does. Okay, fine, but he played a lot of football last season. We'll need to see if he can continue to doing that. Leroy Sané is now left. Finished the season with the third highest non-penalty goals and assists in that Bayern squad. Fourth place, Serge Gnabry, probably going to spend the season sitting on the bench. Jamal Musiala out to the end of the year. Kingsley Coman potentially also sitting on the bench, but we'll see. After that, it's Rafael Guerrero, surprisingly, fullback slash midfielder. Then it's Thomas Muller, it's Hiroki Ito, and then Matthias Tell. Now, how many of those players, Manu, do you think are actually going to play a significant role in that Bayern team next year? Olise obviously will, Kane obviously will, Gnabry and Coman will obviously play parts in the team, obviously, as either super subs. Tell's gone, Muller's gone, Leroy Sané's gone. Rafa Guerrero cannot be relied upon to be Bayern's talisman. Hiroki Ito, for goodness sake. Obviously, he played very few minutes, that's why he pops up there. But, after that, you're talking about Goretzka, Kimmich, Konrad Laimer, guys like that. So I think Vincent Kompany has probably sat down with Max Abel and Christoph Freund and whoever else and said, look, guys, we need to make sure we get goals in this team. We do not have enough goals going forward, because if he loses, worst case scenario's already happened. They've lost Musiala, but if they go and lose Gnabry or a Coman or whoever else, or Harry Kane drops off by 10% because he hasn't got the legs that he had a couple of years ago, if any of those things happen, they're suddenly very, very bare up front. So it doesn't really surprise me if they went into this summer and said, let's just see who's for sale, let's get a deal done, and we can bring in. Because, if you look at Luis Diaz and what he's done at Liverpool, he is predominantly a goal scorer. There's no doubt about it. Over the course of his time at Liverpool, so 4 seasons, he's averaged just about 0.2 assists per game, but he's averaged 0.37 goals per game. So he is predominantly a goal scorer. Spent much of last season for Liverpool playing as a false number 9 or as a second striker. So I think they're looking at Diaz and thinking he's a guy we can bring in. He'll guarantee 20, 25 goals across all competitions. He'll more or less compensate for Leroy Sané's departure, and he'll probably obviously help us compensate for the lack of Musiala in the short term as well.